Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the metals price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is the daily for the gold, silver and palladium. We're gonna start with the gold here on the weekly. Actually, we are looking at our channeling, of course, taken from our impulse 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Very extended wave 5. Now, of course, based on the channeling, the base channel taken from the 1, 2, based on it here, we see the price exiting, of course, the base channel, pushing for higher. Confirmation for wave 3. And to confirm it much better, it has, of course, used this base channel as a support for a wave 4, meaning, yes, we are in a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is your wave 5, very, very extended. Now, of course, the wave 5 has broke the base channel, the corrective channel, and also, of course, entering the acceleration channel. Normally, it enters the acceleration channel and stop over there, probably to push down, and then probably pushing for higher. But the gold is incredibly strong, and it has broke, of course, the acceleration channel, and that is a new signal suggesting a wave 3, meaning we might shift here to double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Currently, anyway, the wave 3 still required, of course, to be done and finished. And what I'm expecting, of course, in this wave 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, since this is also very extended wave 3, I'm expecting a wave 5 to be short and, of course, to drop down around, of course, the acceleration channel. Probably it might be using it, of course, as a support. It might even break it using the middle line again as a support, and then pushing for higher again for a 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 later on. So this is what I'm expecting, how the price should react in case we turn into double 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 5 in a wave 3, of course, in between. Yep, so these are the possibilities right now. So expect, of course, that we might still see a little bit higher prices on the micro, and we might drop down for sure, guys. Okay, so we cannot continue simply towards the upside, especially after breaking the acceleration channel here very massively and without any kind of retracement. So a correction is very likely to happen. Now, basically, if this is your wave 3 and we're still looking for wave 4 and a 5, I'm looking here, of course, in detail, what we might have as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So this is your major wave 3 over there. After double 1, 2, you got, of course, a wave 4, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5. This wave 5 is still, of course, unfolding as 1, 2, 3, wave 4 given, and wave 5 might still be unfolding for a new high, or probably simply taking the high 1-to-1 level 4,400, which is not yet taken, and then pushing down, of course, for a wave 4 correction here, because you still might be here in a 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so we're gonna see definitely what's gonna happen there. So I would say, if we are looking for a wave 4 there, let's adjust this, and we're looking for this potential target wave 4, so expect a wave 4 to come back to 3,565. Okay, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It has to be. And of course, especially regarding the channeling, this is exactly where we want to come back, of course, within the price at least. Of course, it can be using here this as a support and pushing for high, but I doubt it. You need the 0.23, which is the most common and minimum requirement for wave 4, which is in confluence with the middle line here, of the channeling. So it's very, very interesting, of course, to watch this scenario. Of course, after one more high, I believe here we're still not yet ready to push for lower, guys. Okay, not yet. We still, of course, need something on the lower time frame, which we're gonna start with the analysis on the lower time frame here, where we have, of course, our 1, 2, 3, very extended one, very sharp wave 4 and deep. Of course, alternation given between the wave 2 and the wave 4, perfectly nice. And then we start to see zigzags toward the upside. Currently, this can be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your ending diagonal for this wave 5, which it might be truncation, be careful. But I believe a little bit more higher is still very likely, and that because, of course, of the sideways A, B, C, D, and a E here. Of course, as a triangle, you might be probably in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, of course, but this is going to unfold an A, B and a C there as a regular flat, and that means of course you might get a deeper correction even after it, and finishing up here as a correction and probably pushing for higher again. However, of course, whatever it's gonna happen here, I believe of course we might push for higher. It can be the finished triangle here, it can be even your zigzag as a 1 2 3, and you're still here in ABC zigzag for a wave 4 before we push of course higher again for a zigzag wave 5. 1-to-1 fib level $4,360 is the common target in precision, and I believe that this is anyway very close to the high. It might be your truncation, it might that you take the high in a few cents or dollars and we push toward the downside, guys. That's it regarding the gold. I'm still expecting of course higher prices, guys. For the silver as well, the silver is showing of course a lot of strength since yesterday. I mentioned of course we might be in diagonal as well, ending diagonal for this possible 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 and a 5, or it can be of course simply an impulse extension. Yeah, so and so far it looks like so. Yeah, it looks like for me kind of like an impulse, of course, unless we take this. Now this was our confirmation for higher, now it is invalidation of bullish, meaning if you take this price it might turn directly into diagonal. However, I already see that wave 3 is longer than wave 1, so very likely you are in an impulse here. Watch the $62 of course for the silver, it might be taken definitely still, but we're gonna range for a while here. You have a very long wave 2, so expect a little bit longer wave 4 and a 5 before you push for higher. But $62 is still very likely as well for the silver, and of course it's gonna finish up your 1 2 3 4 and a 5 here as an expanding diagonal, of course, finishing potentially here your wave 5, major wave 5 for the silver, because we are looking here at 1 2 3 sorry, in the we're looking at wave 3, not wave 5, because this is your wave 3, 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and then having of course a wave 4 and a 5. Yeah, so basically this impulse is your 1 2, and this is your wave 3 4 and a 5. So still of course definitely higher price is required, but we need a correction, we need a deeper one, which it might be your wave 4 between the $52 and the $49, the same as the gold, by the way, which is also required a wave 4 and a 5 also to a deeper correction a little bit there. So they might be in confluence of course between gold and silver within a wave 4 very soon. Yeah, so don't forget we are very close to the top. Okay, so be careful with it. Yep, so this is regarding the silver. If we move to palladium here and we move to the daily first. For palladium, we are looking, of course, at those possibility. Let's go to all-time history. We are looking at a 1-2 and potential 1-2 and wave 3 to unfold towards the upside, very massive. Another possibility is, of course, an ABC finished wave A, and you're looking for another ABC expanding flat wave B, and you're looking for wave C. However, if the wave B here is unfinished, it might transform this to 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then pushing down. Your 3 ways up might be finishing soon, A, B, and a C, and then pushing downward. Meaning this diagonal that we're watching right now on the lower time frame might be ending diagonal for a wave C, A, B, C, and then boom, right? Pushing for lower. Unless it is 1-2, 1-2, and then of course looking for higher. We're gonna see it in the micro. The answer will be given in the micro. Let's move inside the micro. On the micro level, we are looking, of course, at our diagonal. As we mentioned, it is zigzags, right? ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're looking for wave 5. Target still $1,750, 1,886. Currently, this wave 5, that it should be, of course, an ABC zigzag, can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Still unfolding here, of course. I'm watching this level here as a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, be careful also from truncation here. Unless, of course, this is going to transform to 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish up exactly over there. All right. Currently, we took the target. We took the target. The expectation that we had yesterday has been hit. Of course, our blue box finally But it seems like, of course, like still a truncation, so we gotta be careful unless it's gonna unfold a 1-2 here. All right, so let's remove everything right now, and probably here we're gonna keep the diagonal, and probably we are looking for a wave 2. Okay, meaning very likely to reach this area. All right, for Palladium, which is a wave 2, and then pushing for higher again. Okay, we're gonna test here. We're gonna test it and see what's gonna be over there. So yeah, this is regarding, in case of course it is a finished wave 5, it can be of course your wave A then finished over there. You're looking also for wave B potentially, and then pushing for higher again, just to take the high here at least, and finishing up this diagonal. But be careful, it might be ending rather than leading. So we're gonna see this later on, of course. Yep, that was it for the metals. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.